All right, so for today's video, I'm gonna be going over how you guys can become your own bosses and open up your own barbershop or your barber studio in this case, which when I say barber studio, I mean a smaller barbershop, which can keep your costs down. And it might be a more effective way to get into a barbershop, but just start small before getting a larger space. So I'm gonna go over some things that I got written down. Plus I'm gonna show you a little clip of a barber studio that I had set up and I worked at for about a year. All right, so here's the studio I was talking about. Pretty much I had to repaint everything, take out the floor and all that, but it pretty much just started off with a vision in mind. I had looked up some other videos online, got some ideas from other shops, and I really liked the theme where it was the black floor and the white walls, so that was pretty much what I was going for. This space right here is 180 square feet. So it wasn't that large. It's about 10 by 18 feet. And I had previously been at another spot that was about 220 square foot. But this is more than enough space to work by yourself pretty much. So I did all the work. This is how it looked in the end from outside. You know, I got the chair and all that in there. And okay, so as you saw in the video, that was the work I did. Took me anywhere from the actual work to get everything ready was about 5 days, but then to put everything in, start setting everything up, it was another couple days. The hardest part was finding the location. So that took me at least a couple weeks. So the whole process, I'd say was about a month. So you're gonna wanna give yourself at least a month time, maybe a little more, to find the location. I'm in a shopping center. Now I'm in the same shopping center, but in a larger unit in the front. This one was very hidden. So I knew I was going to have to depend a lot on online booking and Google for people to even find me where I was at because it was so hidden, but the cost was really low. So that was something I wrote down that I wanted to touch the topic on was cost. I already did the numbers. So you're always gonna want to do all the numbers, add everything up, how much the rent, the electric, everything is gonna be, and you're gonna wanna be at somewhere around 25% of what you make and what your numbers have consistently been at another shop. You're gonna want 25% of that is how much you should spend. So let's say you make $4 grand a month, $1,000 is your cap on what you're gonna wanna spend. And if you could get even less than that, even better, because you don't know if some of your clients are gonna follow, you're gonna lose some. There might be some other expenses that might pop up. So first do all your numbers and try to stay within that 25%. So I want to remind you guys that you want to do your numbers and go over it just a little bit and add everything you can on there. If you think the electric is going to be 100, do 125. Always go a little bit over, have your savings, 3 to 6 months savings on the side, but definitely go over the numbers thoroughly. That's going to help a lot. Insurance, check your insurance, see how much it's going to cost. Just get everything exact, because a lot of times you overlook stuff, and if you all of a sudden you realize you're paying an extra $500 a month, that could put you out of business very easily. So if there's any questions you guys want to ask, you can message me, put it in the comments. And this, in my opinion, is one of the best ways that if you're scared and you're afraid to take that jump into owning a large barbershop, this is probably one of the best routes. This is what helped me, where I picked up some momentum, started slow, smaller space, picked up some momentum, started learning how everything works, and then I was able to open up a larger barbershop. So if you guys are struggling, thinking about doing something like that, start small, open up a little studio, and give it some time, 1, 2, 3 years, and you'll have that barbershop that you've been working for as long as you put in the work. So try it out. If you guys have any questions, just let me know.